In all-terrain buses known as tundra buggies, you can see polar bears where they live, on the gusty, snow-covered permafrost of northern Canada. These expeditions aren't cheap, but for those prepared to pay and brave the cold, a sighting of these magnificent creatures is almost a sure thing.
So these vehicles have gathered in front of two male bears that look to be getting ready to do something called jousting. Now what they actually do is get themselves in shape by mock fighting before they spend the winter out on the ice of Hudson's Bay.
I think it's use the term lords of the Arctic. They're the largest carnivore that exists in North America. They're big, they're majestic, and they live in an extreme environment, and they're adapted to it, and they do very well.
Though they mostly prey on seals just offshore, polar bears are increasingly attracted to what humans throw into garbage dumps. They'll also attack pets and occasionally people. Bear patrols are part of life up here.
You resort to either shotgun rubber cartridges, or this one is a part of a repeating riot
As a
squad.
critically endangered species, bears can't be killed. Communities have to find ways to frighten them away when they stray too close.
Your options to get ahead of the curve are there in terms of managing the waste and the sources of organic smells. There'll always be polar bears, a few polar bears coming up to the back porch when they're really desperate. And that's where you need the patrol backup guys with their graduated responses.
Managing the risk of encounters between humans and bears is never easy, and it's getting harder as the northern climate warms up, melting sea ice and keeping bears on shore and hungry.
This is to keep the polar bears out. Wow. Just flop it down over the, yeah.
What's really needed, say researchers, is international action against climate change.
Without controlling greenhouse gas emissions and halting the rise in the concentration of CO2 and other greenhouse gases in our atmosphere, that polar bears are going to disappear.
As will the jobs, income, and awareness of the impacts of climate change that come from the 10,000 or more visitors every year to this unique northern landscape. Daniel Lack, Al Jazeera, Churchill, Manitoba.